Hey everybody, welcome to Tucker and Tulips. It's me, Trudy. So this is the last video I'm going to show you guys of the journal that I created, and I apologize because I did make a video of me making this cute little dangle right here, but I don't know what it is about like some videos where I'm videotaping and all of a sudden it just, I don't know, like it's blank when I'm after I'm done. But really all I did was followed like sort of a tutorial of Leah from Thrifty Day, and I love her chunky charms, and just tied some things, some beads and stuff on here. The way she does it is she has 4 strands. She has a whole tutorial, so you can follow that, but that's basically what I did. I like the chunky charm thing here. Yeah, so, and the only character is the Mickey, and you guys, you could find these at Dollar Tree, so if you like making Disney journals, I would grab these when you see them because they go really quick. I have a little stash of them, but yeah, so if you see them, grab them because they don't always have them there, and they are in the toy section. So I'm gonna go ahead anyway. So I did that video and it didn't come out, but this is the chunky charm dangle thing that I hung on that little thing there, and yeah, and this is my journal. And so this will open, it just kind of flips up right here, but it will open, and we're gonna go ahead and do an entire flip through. Guys, I've been putting like receipts and all that because I'm ready to start journaling. I have my pictures ready. All my prints came in from my Disney trip, so I get my prints from Free Prints, you guys, and they come really quick, so I already got those, ordered that, so I'm ready to go. The other thing is, when I do my prints, let me see, yeah, so when I do my prints, what I do is do like a collage, and so I have smaller prints on here when I'm doing that. I plan on putting all my Disney trip pictures in here to date. Now I think I can do that because I have plenty of room in here, but we'll go through this, and I will show you guys this journal in detail. Alright, so let's go ahead and start. So this is an altered book. This was actually a Disney book that I used, and I you know, took out the pages and I created my own signatures in here. It had an embossed picture of Mickey Mouse on the front, but I really like this from a book that I had, and so I used that. I just built it up on cardstock and black paper, and so I kind of framed it. So, but you see it kind of, there's a dimension. I don't know if you can see that, but sort of a dimension of this. So I thought it looked nice. And then I put these, I don't know what they're called, maybe rivets, I don't know. Anyways, I put those in there, and then I had this Disney fabric and some rickrack. And then this right here is from my pamphlets that I got from Disneyland. So that's that. Then you open it up, and I have these, they're 45 sleeves, I guess you could call them, from it was a live sale that Carrie the Paper Crafter had, and she had live sales, and I'll link her channel on the bottom. I'll link Leah from the Thrifty Day. I'll link everybody that I mentioned. I'll link their channels. So I just put this sleeve here, and I thought it's a perfect pocket. And so in that pocket, I made this little Disney, well, it's an altered flashcard. You guys can see, and you can journal. I plan on journaling on that. And these are some old from 2017 fast passes. They don't have these anymore. You do everything digitally. So that's kind of cool to have. And then rickrack. And then I just punch from my whole punches. I have, guys, I have all of the shapes, but you know, I always say that you don't need hole punches to do all of these. All you need is, you know, you can use a cup and just make your shapes. Yeah, it's some work to cut them, but you can get the same effect for your Disney Mickey ears. So I thought I put that right there. This is from scrapbook paper. I believe it's Echo Park, and I had the whole, this is like from maybe 2014. I don't know, it's an old stack that I had. And so this is the front. And this one I'm going to do the intro, you know, everything, the date, all of that stuff from my trip that we just recently went. All of this stuff is from vintage books that I had from Disney that I've been collecting, ephemera. I've been collecting for a while all of the paper that I have. So this is from a book that I had, and I put some rickrack here. I have some trim here. I like it all like kind of crazy and jaggedy. This is the intro to that book. This is from the book, and it has Walt E. Disney stands in a snowy Chicago street. That's Mr. Disney. These are from old Mickey Mouse books that I had. And to keep, you guys, I have my tutorial of how I put these in, so there's several ones, but just to keep them so that you could see the pages instead of folding them sideways, I went ahead and put them on fabric so that I can have them open up and be full, if that makes sense. You know what I mean, right side vertically instead of horizontally. And so this is another little piece of that fabric from my spine sewed on there. This is an old map, 1961 that I had. It's a pamphlet that I have, and it is awesome. I am so happy I have that. And I put that in there. It's from 1961. And that's the back of Frontierland. Another one of those pages. And then I just make these ruffles from the scraps that, you know, that you use. It's from the Disney. Some paper, some just primary writing paper. That's from a Disney book, and you can see that Simba and that. I just think it's cute. I love the colors kind of go with that. More writing paper. Pinocchio book, from a Pinocchio book. This is from an old book that I had about Southern California, and I just saved, I put some of the things from Southern California in here, and this one has Knott's Berry Farm, but on the bottom you can see, let me see if I can show you guys, but you can see it has a little Mickey, what do you call it, like balloon. And then this is some ephemera that I made, and I did a video of some of the ephemera. Some avocado dyed paper, scrapbook paper. It is 3 signatures. And guys, I don't remember how many pages it had. Alright, so I also did this. These are sleeves from a VHS book. And so when we went to Disneyland, they had the they had the Disney autograph books, and I thought, well, I want to make my own autograph book. So next time, I'm planning another trip here soon this year to go to Disneyland. Hopefully, I want to, I should say. Anyways, I'm gonna take this because I want all my characters to sign my book, and this is my book that I made. So I'm gonna put it in a pocket in here, and I'm gonna be making a bunch of these, guys. Let's see, so this is Bambi from an old vintage Bambi book that I have that I think is just beautiful. Just gorgeous. This is an old, this is a library card that I made for ephemera. I didn't make too many because I plan on decorating it, making more ephemera when I'm doing all of this. I'll make pockets and slides and tucks and all of that stuff. So this is from an old book, one of my old books. There's Fonzie. This book is pretty big. I'll give you the dimensions in a minute. There's Simba. There's the back of Cinderella and Dumbo. There's the back of that pamphlet and some old vintage pictures back in the 60s. It's really cool. It's from the front of the book. Another Disney book I have. There's a picture of Walt. Some like information in that book about Walt and Disney was underestimated. Just little stories and snippets. There's more pictures of Walt. And that's the first signature. Here's the second signature, again with the same Echo Park paper. I love this paper. It matched perfectly with my journal, with that like mustard yellow. There's old vintage book pages, again from that Orange County. And there's the balloon that's on the corner of the pages. It was really cool. From an old Pinocchio book. Here's another. I put one of those pamphlet pages in each signature. When I was little, this is the first ride. This is one of the rides I remember, and I remember sitting. This is, I know it's hard to see, but it's the teacups. And when I was there, it's funny because now Disney has all kinds of trees. It's probably in a different spot, I would imagine. I'm not quite sure, but I remember sitting on the bottom. I was scared. I was probably about 3. And there's Disney. This looks, because if you look at this, there's not a whole lot of trees, and now Disney has a lot of shaded trees everywhere. Here's a Winnie the Pooh book. And I have rides, you know, like for some of these rides of Winnie the Pooh. I want to journal about all of that. Which is why I wanted to get this flipped through, because I want to start journaling, and I will show you guys, like, and bring you guys with some of the my journaling. It was fun. This is a little journaling card I made, a little library card, and I have like all the stamps for that. But there's a video, and then this one, this is scrapbook paper. And also, I was going to say, because like if you didn't want your pages, because this is a 12 by 12, and because it's a huge book, you can always extend this and make, you know, put another piece of paper so you don't have these short ones, which is something I might do when I journal in it. Bambi book, which I put them in the center because they're so cute, and so just, I love them. This is an altered guest checkbook, and I love that. I put a little tuck here, and I love the colors, how they go together. A scrapbook paper. Same pad, too. All the same pad. This is from that book, an old Mickey Mouse hat. Walt Disney page from that book. This is from Peter Pan. Cinderella. Look at the colors. I like how the colors match. Well, you can't see. This is really pink. This is really pink avocado page. And this is in the back of that pamphlet. And this is the submarines. I like looking at all of this. I'm gonna, go ahead and tape this because, actually I'm going to do that right now because it is very, very fragile. It's from 1961. And if I don't tape it, I'm imagining it's going to fall apart. So, only because it's so old. So I want to make sure. I just use clear tape, you guys. And then a Disney page. The colors are just gorgeous. Disneyland. This is from that book, and it talks about best known park of all. The father of theme parks springing up around the country, Disneyland has been world renowned for over 20 years for its combined use of technology and imagination to control the environment and to achieve illusion. Yeah, it just has the Disneyland, it has all the New Orleans Square, it has all of the Main Street, 1890, Adventureland, New Orleans Square, Frontierland, Bear Country, Fantasyland, and Tomorrowland. It's just history of all of that. It's so cool. I'm going to make sure that stays so you people can read it. Disney book. Again, the back of that scrapbook paper. This is scrapbook paper, and I like this because it's like mini. And this is that book. These are all just vintage books that I have, that I've collected. I have like these stamps. It says Disney, and I stamped them here and there. And when I get my pages, you guys, I love matte pages. I'm not too fond of the real shiny. Like, this is a little shiny, but that's about as shiny as I'll get. It's not like real shiny, you know. Here is that back, and I'll go through that and tape all of these. Mickey Mouse. I just love this. So I know I've mentioned that I want to do fairs and put journals in of my fairs. Let me just say this. I'll finish that. But this is upside down, and I'll end up covering this. So if you're new to junk journals, you just cover this with a piece of scrapbook paper, or like what I do is I'll just use like receipts and stuff, and I'll just collage different things on here and just use the background as blue, so you won't even know that it's, you know, upside down really. And the reason why is because this was May, and I want to put the date that we went to Disneyland. So, and again, the middle of the book. That's a 1941 copy. Yeah, so we went May 6th. This is 19, I don't even know what year this is. It's not recent though. Again, I stamped. And I just love the way this looks with that. So definitely a lot of room in this to grow. A lot of vintage things. What I was gonna say is I'm putting my journals into a craft fair in the fall, but I anticipate making a few journals to put in my Etsy. They'll look similar to this, maybe not quite as big. I have some journals that are little golden book Disney journals that I'm going to be making, and those will go into my Etsy. And then I put another page. I think this was the back of that, or maybe this was a book page. I don't remember. Yeah, this was a book page. This is the back of that sleeve for the 45 record. But it's another pocket. I have another pocket right here. So I will be putting some Disney journals into my Etsy really soon. Well, okay, so I'm going to tell you, I'm in the process of making my daughter her journal. And the reason why it took so long for this is because my granddaughter got married, and I ended up making a journal for her, and I will show you this journal. Yeah, I'll ask her if I could do a flip through of it, because I never did. I did it. It took me, I don't know, a couple days, and I was able to just get it out for her because it was a really cute small wedding, and we used it as a guest book, so it was really cute. But it's Beauty and the Beast, what she wanted, and so I'm going to. So anyway, so I had to stop and do that, and then that happened. But I am in the process of making my daughter her Little Mermaid journal, and then I will be making, I'm hoping to make, I have enough I have enough ephemera and books and all of that to make a few. I'm not quite sure how many, but I will be posting them on my Etsy, and yeah, so just keep your eye on that if you're interested in it, or if you know somebody who would like a journal very similar to this. Probably have some of the same ephemera. Definitely be making, you know, every one of them will get one of these, a little journal within a journal. So yeah. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed this, if you guys, you know, I have like 3 parts to this. This is the 3rd flip through, but the other 2 parts kind of show how I did this, how I put it all together. And yeah, so thank you guys for coming along. I really enjoy making this, and next you're going to see me putting my memories in here. This is the fun part, and like I said, you know, I got all my pictures ready to go. I got ephemera and tags and like all kinds of stuff. And the other thing too is, this is what I have. This will go in every journal, is like a prompt, and it's before your trip. These are for my Disney journals, during your trip, and then the very last is after your trip. An example is, what are you most excited for your trip to Disneyland? What was your first ride you went on today, and how did it feel? And then the last one is, what was the absolute highlight of your trip? So that's going to be what I'll be focusing on when I journal in my Disneyland journal. Alright, you guys, my next video, like I said, will be me journaling in this. Also, I probably will have bits and pieces of my Disney journals. Alright, I thank you guys for coming along, and I will talk to you guys really soon. Bye.